Everything you think you know about reality has been carefully constructed. Your senses deceive you, your memories are unreliable, and even your thoughts are not entirely your own. What if the world around you isn't as solid as it seems? What if the truth has been hidden from you, not just by society, but by the very nature of existence itself? Science, philosophy, and ancient knowledge all point to the same unsettling conclusion. Reality is not what you think it is. And today, you're going to see the proof. 1. Your brain manufactures reality, not your eyes. Right now, you believe you're seeing the world as it truly is. But that's impossible. Your eyes don't capture reality. They capture scattered light and send electrical signals to your brain. Then, your brain assembles those signals into an image that feels real. But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't show you everything. It filters, distorts, and even invents parts of what you see. Optical illusions expose this flaw, revealing that what you perceive is just a mental construct, not the objective truth. Studies in neuroscience confirm that we don't even see in real time. There's a delay of about 80 milliseconds between what happens and what your brain registers. That means every moment you experience is slightly outdated. This delay is so small that we don't notice it, but it raises an important question. If we're not experiencing the present moment exactly as it is, then what else is being altered? The answer is almost everything. Consider color. Nothing around you truly has color. Objects absorb and reflect different wavelengths of light, but color itself is something your brain invents. If our minds can fabricate something as fundamental as color, then what other aspects of reality are just carefully designed illusions? And if we can't even trust what we see, how can we ever be sure of what's real? 2. Time is an illusion, and physics proves it. Time feels like a steady flow, one second after another, moving forward without pause. But according to physics, time doesn't work that way at all. Einstein's theory of relativity shows that time is flexible. It stretches, contracts, and even slows down depending on speed and gravity. This means that time isn't an absolute reality. It's a perception. And if time is just a perception, then how can we trust our sense of past, present, and future? Experiments with atomic clocks have proven that time moves slower in stronger gravitational fields. This means that someone living on a mountain is aging slightly faster than someone at sea level. Even more bizarre, astronauts who spend months in space return to Earth younger than if they had stayed. Time isn't the same for everyone, which means our everyday experience of it is just a convenient illusion. But if time isn't real in the way we think, then what does that say about reality itself? If the past, present, and future are all just perspectives, then could everything, every moment, already exist simultaneously? This idea challenges everything we believe about free will, destiny, and the choices we make. Are we simply moving through a reality that has already been written? And if so, who or what wrote it? 3. The fabric of space-time is an illusion. The concept of space-time as we know it is an illusion, a mental construct designed to help you make sense of a reality that doesn't truly exist in the way you think it does. In relativity, Einstein told us that time and space are interconnected and relative, but physicists are now saying that space-time doesn't exist as a fundamental part of the universe. Instead, what you perceive as time and space is an emergent property, something that arises from deeper, unseen processes. Think of the universe as a hologram. What you see as a continuous stream of time and space is a projection of more fundamental dimensions. These dimensions exist in a way we can't fully comprehend, where time doesn't flow the way we experience it, and space doesn't exist in a fixed manner. In fact, some physicists argue that time itself might not be real at all, merely a byproduct of the way our brains interpret the world. This radical view challenges your understanding of life. If time doesn't exist as you experience it, what does that mean for your memories, your future, or your decisions? Could it be that you're not moving through time, but that time is a pattern your consciousness superimposes on a vast, timeless reality. At its core, this suggests that everything you know about reality might be a mental construct, just like the way we perceive color. Not because the world is inherently colored, but because our eyes are designed to interpret certain wavelengths. Space-time could be the same, our perception, not the reality. 4. Death doesn't end consciousness, it just transforms it. The notion that death is the end of everything is simply not true. Consciousness does not cease when the body dies. It transforms into something else. Multiple studies of near-death experiences, NDEs, have shown that individuals report vivid experiences and awareness, even when their brains are thought to be non-functional. The brain, they say, has no activity during these experiences, yet the consciousness of the individual remains intact. Additionally, the phenomenon of reincarnation, whether you believe in it or not, offers compelling evidence that consciousness is not tied to the physical body. People who have memories of past lives describe intricate details about their previous experiences that they couldn't have known otherwise. This suggests that consciousness is separate from the brain and may continue on, taking new forms even after death. The materialist view that consciousness is a product of the brain's physical processes simply doesn't hold up. The brain may be a conduit for consciousness, but it doesn't create it. When the body dies, consciousness could well continue in some form or another beyond the constraints of the body. In fact, it's possible that death is just a phase in a continuous cycle of consciousness transformation, either into a new body, a different dimension, or another state of existence altogether. 5. Time travel already happens, but not how you think. Time travel isn't just a concept confined to science fiction. It's happening right now, but in ways you don't perceive. According to quantum physics, particles exist in multiple states simultaneously. This phenomenon, known as quantum superposition, allows particles to exist in different times and places at the same time. While humans don't have the ability to jump through time as we imagine in movies, our reality operates on this principle at a microscopic level. The real challenge with time travel is the human ability to perceive and interact with it. Our linear experience of time is a limitation of our consciousness. Time doesn't move in a straight line. It's a tangled web of possibilities and probabilities. Some physicists suggest that the universe is a vast network of timelines, with each decision creating new branches, new versions of reality. From this perspective, time travel is simply the ability to shift between these timelines, though we are bound by the limitations of our perception and physical forms. This understanding of time could completely change how we see reality. If we could somehow tap into this quantum web, we might be able to move between different points in time. You're not just stuck in the here and now. Your consciousness may have access to other versions of the past or future, and the only thing holding you back is your awareness of it. 6. The mind controls reality. Your thoughts are the blueprint. What if everything you experience is a reflection of your thoughts? The mind doesn't simply observe reality, it actively shapes it. Quantum physics supports the idea that observation affects reality. The double-slit experiment demonstrated that particles behave differently when observed versus when they are unobserved. This suggests that reality is not a fixed state, but is influenced by your consciousness. This power is not just theoretical, it's practical. Ancient wisdom and modern psychology both suggest that your thoughts shape your reality in profound ways. From manifestation techniques to the way you see the world, your internal world influences your external one. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions create the lens through which you experience everything around you. You don't just live in the world, you create it, moment by moment. If this is true, then you have far more control over your reality than you've been led to believe. You are not merely a passive observer of the world. You are its active architect. The true power lies in the realization that your mind and the thoughts you think are the building blocks of the reality you experience. What you see is shaped by what you believe. 7. Reality is a fractal, endlessly repeating patterns. You are part of a grand, infinite fractal. At the heart of reality, everything is a repeating pattern, self-similar across scales. This fractal nature of existence means that every aspect of life, from the smallest particle to the vastness of the cosmos, mirrors each other. The same mathematical patterns govern the structure of atoms and galaxies alike. This concept implies that the universe isn't random, but organized according to deep, unchanging principles. Fractals are everywhere once you start looking for them. The patterns of nature, such as the branching of trees, the structure of clouds, and even the patterns in human behavior, all follow the same fractal structure. The implications are profound. If reality is a fractal, then every part of your existence is a microcosm of the entire universe. The very molecules in your body reflect the same underlying structure as the stars above. This perspective opens up a new way of understanding existence. If everything is connected through these fractal patterns, it means that every action you take reverberates throughout the entire universe. There is no separation between you and the cosmos. Every thought, every action creates a ripple in the vast, interconnected fabric of reality. You are not just living in the universe, you are part of it in ways you've never fully understood. 8. The power of the collective mind shapes our world. The idea that the collective consciousness of humanity shapes the world around us is not just a philosophical notion, it's a scientific reality. You've heard of the butterfly effect in chaos theory, where a small change can have profound consequences. This concept applies not just to physical events, but to the collective psyche. The thoughts, desires, and intentions of humanity as a whole are powerful forces that shape the material world. The evidence for this comes from the study of global events and trends. Social movements, revolutions, and even economic shifts often begin as a shared idea in the minds of a few. But as that idea spreads, it alters the course of history. The minds of individuals are interconnected in ways that transcend the physical. What we think collectively, we manifest in the material world. This understanding forces you to confront the fact that the world you live in is not solely shaped by physical laws, but by the collective thoughts and actions of people. If you want to change the world, you don't just change laws or politics, you change the way people think. It's the collective mind that shapes the world, and it's this very mind that holds the key to unlocking your reality. Everything you've been told about reality assumes that the world around you is solid, time is absolute, and your senses show you the truth. But as you've just seen, the evidence says otherwise. Your brain constructs reality, time is flexible, particles behave differently when watched, and the universe itself might be a designed system. If all of this is true, then what else have we been misled about? If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.